Welcome, parents, in the class of 2022. My name is Lisa Brewer, and I am the junior senior counselor here at Gibbs County High School. One of the things in the state of Tennessee is being a ready grad. We would love all of our seniors to finish their high school career as a ready graduate. And one of the ways to do that is to score a 21 or higher on the ACT. The other three ways are to complete EPSOs, early post-secondary opportunities. They could also use that with an industry certification or by scoring a 31 or higher on the ASVAB. We will offer the ASVAB, which is the military entrance exam, in the fall next year. So let me tell you a little bit about EPSOs. Early post-secondary opportunities are ways for students to earn credit out for after high school, whether it be at a TCAT, a two-year college, or a four-year college. And we have dual enrollment, statewide dual credit, local dual credit, advanced placement, and our students also have the opportunity to earn industry certifications. Dual enrollment is the first one we'll talk about. We partner primarily with UTM and Jackson State. For the students to take dual enrollment classes, they have to be a junior or senior and have a 3.0 GPA. If they do, the cost is covered for 4 classes. Now, many of the students that are part of this, that are juniors right now, they've already taken some dual enrollment classes, maybe history, or an art or music or psychology or sociology. But as a senior, they may want to continue with dual enrollment by taking English Comp by Jennifer Flowers, who is working with UTM and Gibson County Special School District. They can also take lots of other classes that some are listed here, and then there are others that are not listed because the list is pretty long, for classes that you could take that would work at college. We also have many new dual enrollment classes offered through the TCAT in Jackson and the TCAT in New Bern. We have welding, cybersecurity, maintenance and light repair, which is automotive classes, advanced manufacturing, industrial maintenance, and culinary arts that is offered through the University of Memphis. Now, these classes do not require a 3.0, but the classes, if you took these classes, you can earn time towards the TCAT hours that are required. For example, a student could take welding 1 and 2, go to the TCAT in Jackson for the welding program, and instead of having 16 months of time that he had to take welding classes, he might only need 10 to 12 months. So it would really give students a head start. Now, industry certifications, we have 4 that are recognized right now as national industry certifications. That's the OSHA 10, Certified Nursing Assistant, which is taken as part of the health science program, ServSafe, which goes with culinary arts, and then the ASE MLR, which goes along with the automotive classes. Statewide dual credit is another EPSO. We have 2 statewide dual credit classes, and there are 2 math classes, statistics and pre-calculus. For both of those, you do have to have a 19 on the math part of the ACT. It's free to the student, and at the end, there is a statewide exam that is written by someone at the state level. Our students take it. If they score a certain score, they will receive college credit for those classes. AP classes, advanced placement. Human geography was the first one you probably heard about when your child was an 8th grader and coming to the high school. But we also have AP psychology, AP biology, which is all year long, and then AP calculus. Now, seniors taking AP calculus had to take pre-calculus their junior year. The cost in 2021 is $94 for an AP class for a test. If you make a 3, 4, or 5, you earn college credit, and you also are reimbursed that money. So that's a really cool thing. Now, seniors don't have as many required courses because they've taken a lot of those classes to graduate in previous years. They do have to have English 4. They have to have a math class, which I'll talk about further in a moment. They have to have personal finance, and they have to have economics. So those 3, because you'll notice personal finance and economics are only half a credit. So those classes only last half of a semester or a quarter. Now, your student brought home their course request sheet. I met with them on Monday and Tuesday, and they went over those. They took them home. They marked what they wanted, and you guys signed those. So if now you are watching this and you think, oh, we need to change something on that, that is fine. It is definitely not set in stone. And you can call. I have the school number here as part of this presentation. And you can also email me if you would like to make changes to their course request. Now, the senior math is going to be determined by the ACT math score. They are going to take the ACT on March the 16th, and we will look at those scores when we get them back. Now, we ask the students to go ahead and mark the one that they would like to do, whether it was sales bridge math or whether it was dual credit pre-cal or state dual credit statistics. So if they score an 18, 17, 16, 15, then they will take sales bridge math. If they score a 19 or above, they will be placed in statistics or pre-calculus. Now, AP calculus, again, would be for those students that have taken pre-cal already. What if your student did not qualify for honors? You got the course request sheet home last week. There were no yellow highlighting on there, and your kid said, I really wanted to take honors English, but it wasn't marked. If that is the case and you would like to try to get in the honors class, that's fine. Just call me or email me again, or have the student come in and tell me, and we will ask the teacher for a recommendation, because there will be more TN Ready scores. We'll get ACT scores back. So there will be some things that might change the teacher's opinion. And also the math course could potentially change after the ACT in March. Now, Biology 2 is an honors level, upper level science course. You must have taken chemistry. So we have some seniors that would like to do, if they really like science or they're planning to go to college to do something in the medical field, they may want to take Biology 2. There is a CLEP test at the end of it. That's a national test. Gibson County Special School District will pay the cost of that test, and they can earn college credit if they do pass that. And then they would get to college and not have to take the first biology class. Now, the next thing I want to go through are the recognitions at graduation for seniors. And the first, we've mentioned all of these since these students were in 8th grade, but I want to go through them because it's going to hit a little closer to home now, because it is really, it's time, So Tennessee Scholars, the main thing that most students have to really work at to be a Tennessee Scholar is the 80 hours of community service. That could have been any time during their high school career. So if you can think back to when your child was a freshman, a sophomore, in the summer of those years, you can list any of those things for me, write them up on a piece of notebook paper, and those will count towards their 80 hours of community service, and they will be recognized at graduation as a Tennessee Scholar. Now, one of the other recognitions is to graduate with state honors. You'll wear a gold cord around your neck, and you will meet all ACT benchmarks to graduate with state honors. Now, mentioning the ACT, I said earlier, but I want to say it again. We are going to give the ACT to our junior class on March 16th. They will take it here at school, not on a Saturday, but during a school day. It is free, completely free. They all have an Analyze Ed login that they used during their ACT prep class. We suggest that the students practice, practice, practice. Get that Analyze Ed login and work on the parts of the ACT that you think are going to be the most difficult. I told all the students this last week, and those logins, they can get those from the math teachers. I know Miss Atkinson has them, Miss Carey, and I have those. So if they want to practice, they have very subject-specific tests. Remember, you have to have a 21 to be a ready graduate. If you are on free reduced lunch, you can receive 2 waivers to take the ACT at a time that is convenient for you. If you get your scores back from the March test and you say, oh my goodness, I didn't do as well as I want to, you can take it again in June. You can take it in July. We will have a senior retake probably in September that will also be free and during a school day. So there will be lots of opportunities to take the ACT if you're not happy with your score. Graduating with state distinction, we always have a great number of students that receive this. You wear a red and blue cord around your neck, and you have to have the following. You have to have a B average. First of all, it's an 85. And then you have to have one of the following distinctions, and that is graduating with 12 credit hours of college, which basically that's 4 college classes, 4 dual enrollment classes. Also, another way would be to score a 31 on ACT. If you earn a national industry certification, you attend governor's school, you participate in an all-state music organization, like if you make the all-state choir or the all-state band. And then you could earn a state or national recognition by a state or national organization or club like HOSA or FFA. So there's many ways to qualify for state distinction. Pioneer Scholars is how we rank the class of 2022. The formula is in the handbook on page 14. This is how we will choose our valedictorian and our salutatorian. The basic premise of it is that we are going to take your ACT super score, which is the highest that you make on each subtest of the ACT. Then we're going to average into this formula the highest GPA that you have. And if you take challenging courses, your GPA is increased because the honors classes add a half a point, quality point, and dual enrollment, state dual credit, and AP courses add a point extra quality point to the numbers that are figured into your into your GPA, sorry. So it's always best to keep your GPA as high as possible and to take the most challenging courses. The other way to ensure that you might become a Pioneer Scholar is to work to raise your ACT score. We will let the students know their class rank in August of 2021. Then we will tell them again in January after the semester 1 grades are finished. And then we will notify them their rank about a week before graduation or 3 or 4 days before graduation after the semester 2 grades have been finalized. I did include this slide just to help it make sense a little bit. Normally, when you make an A in a class, you get 4 quality points in your GPA for that A. If it's an honors course, it would count a 4.5. And if it's a dual enrollment class, it counts as a 5 in your GPA. So those difficult classes do add more weight in your GPA. So now, things to know for your senior year. The first one that you may be wondering about is senior pictures. Amy Branton is going to take the pictures during the summer at her studio in Bradford. And Ms. Strayhorn said that the students would know and have their appointment date before the end of school. So hopefully everyone will know when they have to be there this summer to make their senior pictures. Now, you are free to make your own pictures, of course, but we do have to have a picture with Miss Branton that will be used in the annual and on the composite that hangs in the hallway. Ms. Strayhorn also asked that I tell all of you to be sure and join the Gibson County High School Yearbook Facebook page. She puts lots of information on there, all the way to things like what date senior quotes are due, what date senior ads are due, when you can buy things, lots of senior information. So be sure you look that up and like that page. We will be ordering caps and gowns in September. Now, I say this just so the parents will know this. The basic package that a student can order is around $52. That would include cap, gown, a leather diploma cover, and 2 tassels. Now, they also offer clothing, hoodies, t-shirts, sweatpants, jackets, all kinds of things that will say class of 2022. They offer invitations, mugs, lots of other things that the child can decide to order. If they do, you could end up spending over $300 on things. So it's totally up to you how much you spend on graduation items, but know that the basic package is only around $52, and that might go up a little bit, but not much. So I want everybody to stay informed. I want everybody to know what is going on at Gibson County with especially the seniors. So one thing that I ask that you do right now is join Remind. And the way you do that is on your phone. You are going to send a message to 81010. That is the number that you're sending the message. And in the text message area, you are going to type at my GCHS. And if you text at my GCHS to that number, 81010, you will get a text message back that will show that you have joined the Remind class of 2022, and you will get all my text messages. And I try to send everything through that because it's really quick. It's really easy to check a text message. And I can send dates for anything that the students have to turn in. I'll send scholarship information. I'll send meeting dates, anything that I think you ought to know. And I suggest and recommend that parents join and the students, because it's really better if everybody's on the same page. I also included a picture of the Gibson County High School counseling page, and you can join that on Facebook also. And I will post things there, what sometimes scholarships, sometimes, senior ads are due. I'll try to put things that are happening at the school so that you'll know about it. So 2 ways to stay informed: Remind and the Gibson County High School counseling page and the Gibson GCHS yearbook page. All good ways to stay in the loop. So I appreciate you listening. If you have any questions, any comments, feel free to call me, please. The phone number is there, 692-3616, extension 4. Or I check email about 100 times a day, and I will email you back. So just thank you for paying attention and listening, and let me know if you have any problems or have questions. So thank you. Goodbye.